here we have another parabola in general form, and we want to rewrite it in standard form. So I'm just going to get started by subtracting y squared, 6y, and adding 14 to both sides of the equation. Okay, so just so I can isolate the x. And why do I want to isolate the x? Because the variable that is on its own without a squared will get isolated for the parabola in its standard form. So here we have negative y squared minus 6y plus 14. If we just had the y on its own as opposed to the x, we would have isolated the y instead. So now let's see what's going to happen. We're going to complete the square for this, and I'll just factor a negative 1 outside first. Negative y squared divided by negative 1 is just y squared. Negative 6y divided by negative 1 is just 6y. And the 14 is just waiting outside. I don't need to factor the negative 1 out of the 14. And over here, we have enough room to add a number that will complete the square for y squared and 6y. What will that number be? Well, we're going to take the 6, we're going to divide it by 2, and we will square it. 6 divided by 2 is 3. 3 squared is 9. So I'm going to add a 9, and I will add another 9 on the other side of the equation. But that 9, I'll have to multiply by negative 1 to balance things out. So negative 1 times 9 is just negative 9. And right now, instead of writing the 1, I'll just write the parenthesis here without the 1, because the 1 is implied anyways. So we have negative y squared plus 6y plus 9. This factors into y plus 3 squared, right? Because since we completed the square, this is a perfect square trinomial, right? And to determine what this guy is going to be, we can just factor the trinomial. We're going to get y plus 3 squared. If you have any problems with that at all, I would suggest that you visit our website and check out polynomials and factoring trinomials. So the 14 is just still waiting here, right there. Okay, now I want to isolate x completely, so I will add 9 to both sides of the equation. So we're going to have x equals negative y plus 3 squared. 14 plus 9 is 23. And this is it. That is our parabola in standard form. And we're done.